Good evening and welcome to New England Newsmakers. I'm Sarah Zapp. Tonight, a one-on-one with Farrah Gray. From public assistance to nationally recognized millionaire and millionaire, Farrah Gray.
Farrah Gray is the ultimate American success story. He comes from a single-parent family living in the Chicago projects. Following his mother's hardworking example, Farrah decided from a very young age that he would pursue his dream of changing his family's life for the better. And he has accomplished that goal, becoming a self-made millionaire by age 14. You had no fear. And I know you have 9 steps and we want to get to 3 key ones. And one I think is so key is like you cannot fear rejection. Fear.
Oh, absolutely not. I believe that everything we want is on the other side of fear. When we have to develop a healthy fear of not doing what we want to do. So many times we're so afraid, well, what happens if I don't do this? Or what happens if I do this? I always say it's amazing what you can accomplish when you don't know what you can't do.
And someone, even, doesn't matter what your circumstances are, because people, as you say, can look at you. You were growing up in the projects in Chicago, but there was an opportunity, and you seized it. Everyone, at some point in their life, don't you feel they have some kind of opportunity, and you're talking about seizing that?
Absolutely. Most people say you have to be at the right place at the right time. I feel you have to be everywhere all the time with your homemade business cards, whether you're 7 or not. And I wanted more for my family, and we were uncomfortable. And I feel that comfort is the enemy of achievement. And in order to be successful, you must find things within your life that you're uncomfortable about and that you want to change.
All right, Chump Jr., I know where you're coming from. Thank you very much, Farrah Gray.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Good advice.
Our next guest achieved financial success at an unbelievably young age, making his first million, that's right, his first million by the age of 14. Farrah Gray created and sold his own food company based on maple syrup. Farrah Gray, now 20 years old, is a business mogul, motivational speaker, and just wrote a book on how to become a millionaire. Please welcome Farrah Gray.
Thank you for having me.
Great for having you, sir. Now, I have to read this because people are not going to believe it. I'm going to embarrass you for a minute. Just very quickly, age 6, you sold body lotion door to door for $1.50. Age 7, you carried a business card that read 21st Century CEO. Age 8, formed the Urban Neighborhood Economic Enterprise Club. Age 9, co-hosted a radio show Backstage Live in Las Vegas, reached 12 million listeners. Age 12, lucrative career doing speaking engagements, earning him $5,000 to $10,000 appearance. Age 13, started Far Out Foods, which you sold at age 14 for $1 million. Age 16, acquired Inner City Magazine from Inner City Broadcasting. Age 17, financed a comedy show on Las Vegas Strip. 19, became a contributing author. 20, elected as the youngest member to sit in the board of directors, National Association of Real Estate Brokers.
How can I give back? How can I be of service? And I created the Farrah Gray Foundation, where I give a percentage of my own money to after-school inner-city literacy programs. So I think that those are a few steps that I feel it takes to be successful.
Well, good for you. I can't imagine where you'll be in 20 years from now. I hope you're running for office and making this country a better place, because you are such a special young man. The great thing about my job is I get to interview newsmakers and celebrities and politicians and athletes, and you're about the most impressive guy I've met, so continued success.
Thank you.
I really mean that. Farrah Gray, a guy to watch and invest in.
Gray is an internationally known and respected entrepreneur who addresses more than 500,000 people per year on leadership, personal development, strategic planning, creativity, business development, financial management, and sales and marketing. Former President Bill Clinton states, "I know Farrah Gray, and we have discussed his future. His motivation determines what he will do. His attitude determines how well he will succeed at making a difference." The Montel Williams Show says, "Need to know how to make $1 million? Just ask Farrah." Dallas Morning News reports, Farrah Gray is a tycoon. NBC News, he wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but now he can afford one. BET.com describes Farrah Gray as a savvy mogul. CBS News names Farrah Gray America's millionaire. Envy magazine states Farrah Gray is one of the most respected and uncommon entrepreneurial minds to date.
tonight on the WB News at 10. He's a local that made his first million at age 14. Now at age 21, he says he's ready to share some of those secrets with the rest of us.
Because I believe it's amazing what you can accomplish when you don't know what you can't do yet. There was a story that was told to me about an 8-year-old who was in art class. He was drawing a picture of God. His art teacher walked up to him and said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm drawing a picture of God." She said, "Young man, no one knows what God looks like." He kept drawing. He looked up and said, "They will when I finish my picture." So you have to be able to see your success. Because as Einstein once said, your imagination is more powerful than your knowledge of the situation. Well, look, first let me ask a question. How many people believe they're talented in this room? Okay. Everybody. Exactly. The world is full of talented people. But what makes one person succeed while another person fails? Drive, determination, and hustle. Even Abe Lincoln was known to have said back in the day, yes, there will be things that will come to those who wait, but only what's left by those who hustle. So I went around with my little red lunchbox telling people I was the 21st century CEO. I didn't really know what that meant. I had seen it on TV at first. I was going to call myself the president of my company. So I wrote down, I cut out some cardboard. I saw people passing out business cards. So I wrote down president. So I said, well, no, I said, I don't know why I thought this, but at 7, I said, well, maybe I can't call myself the president. I said, people might get me confused with the president of the United States. So I don't know why I thought this, but I did. So I said, no, I can't say that. So I saw someone on television. He said, ladies and gentlemen, here's the 20th century CEO. So everybody clapped for him. Oh, come on out. So I said, okay. I said, I don't remember who the guy was, but I said, I'm going to be doing business in the 21st century. So I said, I'm going to write down 21st century CEO. Ask yourself 3 questions. What comes easy to you but harder to others? What would you do and work for years and years to come and never have to get paid for it? The 3rd question is, how can you be of service? How can you give back?
You don't call yourself a millionaire, you call yourself a realionaire.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, what's a realionaire? Like, what's the difference?
A realionaire is someone who is rich from the inside out. I had seen so many millionaires who were just miserable, and I had seen so many poor people growing up in a poor neighborhood who were rich on the inside. So for me, I wanted both. So I said, I want to be a realionaire. So drop the mill and add the real.
It's fun to listen to you because when anyone sees someone like you have success, you feel so happy for them. That's why we all love Oprah, because you look at them and you go, that's someone who's giving back.
I'm going to read your book cover to cover. And everybody in our audience is going to get a copy of Millionaire so you can all learn his mindset.
Well, he grew up in inner city Chicago, and he went from being penniless to prosperous. As a matter of fact, by the time he was 14 years of age, he was a self-made millionaire.
14.
Did a little better than me at 14, I'll tell you that. I'm talking about Farrah Gray. His book is entitled Millionaire: 9 Steps to Becoming Rich from the Inside Out. It's a fascinating story, a fascinating guy.
Millionaire was nominated for NBC and Publishers Weekly Quill Awards. His book appeared on Amazon and Barnes & Noble's bestseller list 2 weeks prior to its international release. Millionaire was also named as the #1 best-selling nonfiction paperback book in Essence magazine.